Hey guys, how's it going? It's vegan personal trainer and nutritionist Paul from Hench Herbivore with another What I Eat in a Day video. This one's going to be a little bit different. I've made hundreds of these videos by now, and every time I'm racking my brains trying to show you something new and interesting. It's exhausting, I'll tell you. So today I'm showing you on average, the average thing I eat, most days. I want to show you how simple it is to get all your nutrients as a vegan. Squash all that nonsense out there, because let's face it, there's a hell of a lot of idiots talking down on veganism. So let's meet you in the kitchen for meal one, which is going to be porridge. I always take my supplements first thing, make sure I've done it. So I've got my Honest Hemp CBD, my Viva Life D3, Omega-3 and B12. And this may seem a little bit odd. I take this kind of as an iodine supplement. So I've got 5 nori sheets, that's the seaweed that they use to wrap sushi. Just before I make my breakfast, I make a water and tamari solution. And I just let them sit in there and soak, and I just eat them down. I actually really enjoy the flavour, and it's a good whack of iodine. Got the Viva Life Perform protein powder. This one is a salted maca caramel. I enjoy that at breakfast, as this is my pre-workout nutrition, and the maca, I believe, gives me a little boost. So I have a scoop of that. I'm gonna have half a litre of soy milk for the added protein. Got 100 grams of oats for some good fuel. Got 125 grams of dates, more fuel, a bit faster acting, some lovely minerals and stuff in there too. 250 grams of berries for the antioxidants. I've got a tablespoon of golden flax there, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, so there's going to be a lot of omega-3, there's lignans in the flax as well. And again, pre-workout, so I've got a teaspoon of Viva Life creatine and a teaspoon of beetroot powder. Bon voyage! Okay, it's lunchtime. I should tell you that post-workout I had another protein shake at the gym. This time I had the Madagascan Vanilla Viva Life Perform. And now I'll show you a really quick and easy Buddha bowl that I make more often than not. It's the fellas, 1 can of kidney beans, 100 grams of quinoa, 100 grams of kale, a yellow pepper, a medium carrot. I've got a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of turmeric, piri-piri sauce, because everything's better with a bit of hot sauce. And for dessert, I've got 100 grams of organic dried apricots and 30 grams of sunflower seeds. 100 grams of quinoa, so I need 300 grams of water. Hello, they're a bit squeaky up there, you'll have to mind them. It's time for dinner. I'm going to do baked oil-free fries or chips, depending on where you are in the world. And we're going to have a lovely bean dip with that and a salad. Let me introduce you to the fellas.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, eh?
Yeah, come on. I'm bloody famous in that.
Okay, fellas me up.
1 can cannellini or navy beans, 500 grams of spud potatoes, a romaine lettuce, a handful of tomatoes, this amount of cucumber, a couple of spring onions or scallions, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of whole grain mustard, 2 tablespoons of tahini, 2 tablespoons of nooch. We've got half a teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon each of onion and garlic powder, and salt and pepper to taste. Preheat your oven to 200 degrees. Cook the chips for 25 minutes, flip them over, and then cook them for another 15-20 minutes, depending on how crispy you like them. Now for the bean dip, I've got a little dribble of water in my blender there. I'm going to add the beans, teaspoon of mustard, 2 tablespoons of tahini. Don't tell the children. And the spices and the nooch go in. A bit more salt when no one's looking. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
Don't forget the plumbers.
Okay, so now we're at Hench Central, so we can get on Chronometer and see how woefully inadequate my vegan diet really is. Okay, so I plugged everything in. There's my supplements, the nori, the porridge or oatmeal, depending on where you are in the world. Then my second meal of kidney beans, quinoa, etc. There I had another protein shake. There's dinner. And I did have another protein shake, which I tend to do just before I go to bed. Okay, so you can see I did 4,100 calories, 19% protein, 17 fat, 65% carbohydrate, total protein 208 grams, net carbs 550, and total fat 80 grams. So 143 grams of fibre, so I shouldn't be privy to a stroke or an out like that anytime soon. So here we have fats. Nutrients of concern really is omega-3. I've got 326% of the RDA, so no worries there. My 6:3 ratio is very good. Okay, so 208 grams of protein, as I say. These are all the essential amino acids, so all well above 200%. The bronze chain is more associated with muscle growth, isoleucine, leucine and valine. I mean, they're mad high. I've got 10.7 grams of leucine there. That's the most important one. Vitamins, you can see all the B vitamins are well and truly smashed. B1, 1,088%. Choline is a little low than it says on here. So I'm nearly at the 500 milligram RDA. I could do it easily by adding in more legumes, more whole grains, more cruciferous vegetables, just tweaking my quantities a little bit. But the thing is, choline is not an essential nutrient. It can be conditionally essential if your B12, folate and methionine are inadequate. Mine is more than adequate. If your choline is high, you will then produce trimethylamine, which will oxidize in the liver, creating trimethylamine oxide, and that raises your risk for several of the biggest killers, including heart disease. So I prefer mine to be a little bit lower. Folate from foliage, obviously that's going to be good, isn't it? Vitamin A, some idiots say you can't get adequate vitamin A. There's no true vitamin A in a vegan diet. Well, there's 600 carotenoids, and then as long as your retinal activity equivalent for a man is 900 micrograms or more, for a female 700 micrograms. You're laughing, well I'm at 1600 micrograms, so do one. Vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, it's all there. Vitamin K, 748% of your vitamin K. Here's my minerals, they're at 200% plus. You know, some of these are in the red. Iron, 779% of your RDA. If this was heme iron, I would worry, because iron from animals is toxic and you create iron overload issues. Just ask Frank Tufano, and this raises your risk for several, terrible chronic illnesses from plants. It's not such a worry. We have mechanisms to stop absorbing it. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that iodine's not really tracked on Chronometer, but I smashed that. Yeah, magnesium, 300% of your RDA, manganese, 600%. No, there's just nothing to worry about. So I hope I've inspired you to eat some healthy vegan food today. No, we don't need to worry about nutrient deficiencies. And if any bellends are trying to tell you that we do need to worry, show them this video and tell them to do one now. Click this.